All right, reason number 5. Treating these premium 100% cigars that are 100% made out of tobacco. There are 3 ingredients in a cigar: tobacco, nicotine, and a little bit of fruit pectate, whatever it is. It's basically edible food glue that holds the cap on. That's it. And also, you don't smoke these like cigarettes. You just taste it. You don't inhale it. And that leads into a comment I made in my more ranty video that, oh, they just want you to get cancer and die because they're making it here so you can only have like 1.5% vapes if you're trying to quit smoking, at least in Nova Scotia anyway. These are a calculated risk, in my opinion. This is one thing that's my opinion, but it's the opinion of pretty much everyone that smokes cigars, and it's the opinion of a lot of doctors. These are more of a calculated risk because you don't inhale, and they're not made with so many damn chemicals. Like a cigarette you inhale, and it's literally made with a chemical factory of chemicals. It's disgusting. I had to give it up because I was a 10-year cigarette smoker just getting chest infections. I've been smoking cigars for a year, and I have not had one chest infection. If I just want nicotine, I use the vapes. I've not had one chest infection. And there's even doctors and mental health experts out there that say this is a good way to relax. You know, non-medically. You sit there, you relax, you enjoy. You get some nicotine by proxy of just swirling the smoke in your mouth, but the ritual of cigar smoking is relaxing. Why do you think the Native Americans used tobacco ritualistically? Or for ritual purposes, correct myself there. It wasn't like, oh, I had a rough day at the office. Well, it kind of was, but more of a ritual thing. You experience it. Oh yeah, that's a good experience right there. And I've not ashed this thing since we started. So yeah, cigarettes, pretty much a guaranteed risk. This, more of a calculated risk. Like they legalize pot and I'm fine with that. That's a calculated risk, more of a calculated risk than this. If you ask the right person or depending on which doctor you talk to, because you inhale it. Still, even weed, way less worse than cigarettes. Same with this, calculated risk. So, yeah, you might have some health problems, but enjoy yourself. Guess what? My channel, we do whatever we want. We're throwing a wild card in. So, point number 6. You really want to take the fun out of something that provides people enjoyment. When we're locked down like animals for far too long, under dubious circumstances, all the news is so one-sided, you don't know what's real anymore. So people are going nuts. The suicide is the real pandemic, and mental health and depression is the real pandemic. So yeah, let us have it the way it is, where it's not hurting nobody. We get to have our fun, have our little hour, 2 hours to ourselves, turn off the world. And then maybe the mental health pandemic would be just a little more manageable. So, Canadian government, do you care about people's mental health? Not if you're trying to take our fun away. And again, you're not stupid. It'd be stupid of me to think you're stupid. You know what you're doing. Calling you out. Leave the people alone. What's this? Another wild card? Yes, sirree. I know we said 5, but we're going to do as many as I damn well please because, again, my channel. So point number 7, wild card number 2. By cutting the Canadian cigar market out, making these a high-priced luxury, like $8 for this is a lot of money. I think this would be like no more than a $4 smoke in the States. Just a rough estimate, and then tax on tax. But by making it harder for companies from countries like Nicaragua, where this cigar is from, or Honduras, or the Dominican Republic, you know, countries that may not have the best GDP and the best income, like I'm trying to say it politely here, but cigars are a big part of that income that they do get. Like, that's a lot of money for those governments, and it's an art. Like, Nicaragua is making a lot of money right now because they're a really good region for tobacco growing, and Honduras and the Dominican and Mexico. Like, everyone's like, oh, you gotta have a Cuban, but there's some really good sticks at great value coming out of these smaller countries, and that's a big boost to their economy. And also, in Trudeau, you say you like feminism so much. A lot of the cigar rollers are females in all these countries. I watched the Rocky Patel factory tour, and like, so you want to put all these hardworking men and women out of business? Especially women. I thought you were a feminist, Trudeau. Thought you cared about the little guy. Thought you cared about places that didn't have it as good as we have. Well, by restricting them to sell their well-made products in our country, you're hurting them. You're taking money out of their pocket. So yeah, not only money out of these smaller countries' GDP, who actually got a good product that they can bring to market that people want and they can make money off that, you're also hurting the small worker. And these aren't like just factory workers. These are artisans. From the planting of the seed to the harvesting, to the curing, to the blending, to the actual rolling of the cigar, to the packaging, to putting these bands on the cigar. All that is done by hand. Over 300 hands touch a cigar in its lifetime, from seed to when it ends up in my gob smoking it. So, you really want to affect that? Because if they're not making money, they might have to lay someone off that really likes that job. So yeah, if they can't hire people to meet your regulations with that cost that's going to be passed on to the consumer, maybe the Canadian market was good to them, and now because they don't have that market, some really nice people get put out of work. Again, you say you care about the little guy, but clearly you don't. And also, yeah, just screw you. Screw you, Trudeau government. Screw you, liberals. Screw the fun police. I'm going to finish my cigar. That's a good thing about a Rocky Patel. You can leave it burning for 5 minutes and it's still going. Needs a little touch up. And we got her going again. Yep, that's how quick it gets dark in the winter in Canada. Come right back outside after a couple of minutes and it's getting dark out. Oh well, we're gonna brave the cold. We're gonna finish this. Try to touch this up a little bit. It's a box press. What are you gonna do? Alright, I'm no cigar expert, but let's go for the tasting notes. And the verdict is, I likes it, because I likes it. Yeah, I'm no aficionado. There's my tasting notes on the Rocky Patel 50. I likes it, because I likes it. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You likes it, because you likes it. But don't be afraid to build that palate. Go outside of your palate. So I hope you enjoyed that little explanation and getting to the roots of why plain packaging sucks. Now I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this cigar. Call it a night. New Scott out. Thank you for your time.